Hey everybody, welcome back to Superman Crypto, of course, your host Superman, and we're going to get into a lot of cool stuff. We're going to cover the markets first of all. Obviously, a lot of you taking up positions, different markets. We're going to cover some of the projects, obviously Phoenix on Polygon, and then we're going to get into the BRC20 launch that Jack Levin has done, and also Joseph as well. So stay tuned for all that. Let's get into it. Smash that subscribe button on the way in, hit the like button as well, and I'll read all your comments and reply as usual. Let's get in here, folks. So we've got Zen on Ethereum, and of course, it is hopefully trying to find a bottom here. We're currently at 3,500, so stay tuned for that. Now, we have got these big protocols coming up. Phoenix and Zendodge getting close, ever so closer is Phoenix. So we're only, 4 or 5 days away from Phoenix, and Zendodge followed up on the 20th. I don't think we've any change there. We might check later on, but that is the expected dates. There's the two big protocols. And obviously, we've seen Zen get bigger and bigger. So we're going to cover that too. All right. The price is down 11.44% on the Zen on Ethereum. We've got 53% of the sell trades, 221 sales, and the sell volume to 51%, 968K over 939K. But we've got 1.8 million in liquidity still. Had a little bit of uplift in the last hour, but that's kind of where we are leading into these big burns. So hopefully we'll get some big burns into there and reduce the circulating supply of Zen. So let's jump into the circulating supply, have a look at Zen Turbo and see what the numbers are looking like. Yes, so liquid supply just increasing. Now, hopefully this stuff is just going to be accumulated like it appears to be, and then a lot of it will get burned into these Phoenix, and then, of course, the Zendodge protocol. Now, the Phoenix seems to be a long game strategy, being that you get more shares, you stake out longer, and get more of the reward pools, more of the reward cycles. A question mark around liquidity, but I think unlike Polygon, Ethereum liquidity should be a lot bigger. We will see. The other one, of course, Zendodge, is that they have a really good tokenomics up front. So it seems like 1,500% early adopter, and then obviously that goes down slightly as the volume moves past 15% of supply minted. So it's going to be interesting to see that play as well. Obviously, market funded liquidity seems to be going on with these projects. Just take that into account. So if the liquidity is thin, then that would be maybe an issue. Of course, if it turns out to be decent, that may not be so much there as well. So kind of cool. Obviously, not financial advice. There are a couple of YouTubers around talking about these strategies, so you can find out more details about that as well. So anyway, we hope to burn quite a bit of the supply through some of these protocols. That's very important. Let's look at actually the supply. We had a big update yesterday on the 7th of May. We had 20 billion come out of staking, and new burns at 7 billion, which is okay, 27, but we need 75 billion plus is what we need to begin burning. And that's only going up every day, right? So we need to get 100 billions, etc. We're sitting at 58.31% of liquidity. So remember, we got down as low about 56%. We're back up at 58.3. So a lot of stuff is still holding that, though, as we can see in the circulating supply. Hopefully, we'll get that burn. So look at the profile coming up for the rest of the week. We've got this 83 billion, jumps down to 56 billion. We just had a low day come out, if I remember rightly, which was in the 40 billion. So that's not too bad to absorb. And then, of course, we've got 79 billion, then 75 billion on the 12th. And then getting to 13th, when Phoenix launches, we've got, I think this is Saturday, we've got 117 billion coming out. And then the first of the two big twin candles, 336 billion. So perfect time for Phoenix launch there. Looking further afield, we've got the second big twin candle there, 325 billion. And, of course, then we're expecting the Zenlon meme there. Sorry, Zendodge meme coin launching on the 20th. So that's kind of the roadmap ahead. Looking further afield, 90 days, not so bad after that. So if we get these protocols are really working, and of course we've already got DBZen and of course Zen NFTs, then 4 protocols working to burn Zen, that would be very positive. And especially once we get past this first hurdle and eat into some of this liquid supply at the top here. As you can see, would be nice to see some more staked as well. That'd be a fifth way of getting liquid supply down and making it more likely the price will go up in Zen. So that's kind of cool. Other that, people purchase off the liquidity pools too. That gets burned as well. So other liquidity pools, that'd be reducing that supply. The cost of C ranks pretty high. As you know, the gas prices have been pretty high, but they did come off as I expected, particularly 20 hours as I expected, down to 70, 80 Gwei. I'm not sure what they are at the moment. So let's have a look at the mining and see what the gas prices are at the moment. Where are they? 88 on the Gwei. So definitely come down from the 250, 220 marks, but still pretty high. Minting has recovered. We were down about 1,700 yesterday, I think it was. Looks like we're back at 30,000 for the day. So that's good to see. And we have hit the 12 million global rank as well, which is pretty cool on Ethereum. Let's jump over to DXN, which is the DB Zen, burning Zen. And we've got a slow little price move up high here, $27.80. You can sort of see it slowly uptrending. We're up 5% for the 24 hours. And what's the volume there? We've got 58% buy volume, 455,000 with 574,000 liquidity. This is kind of your reasonable play when you got liquidity at this size or higher. It's good to see that. So that's DXN. We're going to look at the burn on ZenPub. Let's pull it up, actually. I haven't pulled that spreadsheet up, but let's pull it up and look at the burn before we move forward further into Phoenix on Polygon. And then we're going to get to BRC, so stay tuned for all that. Let's go to the DBZN ETH and have a look at the spreadsheet. So much good data on zen.pub. So a big shout out to Joseph who runs this. Let's go into the burning there. Oh, nice. So yeah, on the 5th of May, we dropped all the way down to 17.3 trillion billion. We did jump up to 26.3. So nice little recovery back to this even level here. That's good to see. I think we can full screen that. And that's kind of cool. I thought it was going to full screen it, but it didn't really. But you can see that we've actually jumped back up there. I'm not sure what's happened there. Is it just my screen or what? But let me try that one more time. Oh, no, I thought that was going to screen that, but didn't. So that's kind of cool. Looking at the current cycle, we've got 380 million burn so far, so pretty low. 13 hours to go, or 12 hours to go, 12 hours and 20. So let's scroll down to the current cycle. See what people have been paying. Yeah, so some people that have gotten earlier probably been paying 111 Gwei from yesterday, but the Gwei has come down, so people paying 80 Gwei in there as well. So you've got a mixed bag of people that paid during the higher periods and people paying during the lower, but no one's really paid above 125, 128. Oh, there's 135 down the bottom there. So yeah, not too bad. Let's check page 2. That is it. That's it. So a lot of people would avoid, minting at 180 and stuff, which is would be just insane at that price level. So cool. Once the gas prices go down, we should suspect we may see a boom in this. So you know how we got the cycle going up here? I've seen in protocols that we get a second mountain rise as well. So stay tuned for that. It was still early days on that one. We're on day 47. So we'll see. All right, let's jump over to the Phoenix. And Phoenix at the moment, we've got 442 million Phoenix staked and the reward pool all the way up to 648. So this is what people are after, right? This, and of course, to get that, you need to go and burn. There are 12 days and 15 hours to go until that reward. So we should see a run up of some sort in terms of burning for that on the MZN. But yeah, definitely pretty important there as well. So if you have 10,000 Zen you burn, you're going to get 1 Phoenix. Very important there. And of course, the share rate is 1 at the moment. So important for that one. Definitely check out the DBZen on the zen.pub. You can go to the Phoenix protocol and you can then have a look at all the stats that are on there. And so far we're up to almost 6.5 trillion MZN burn, which is fantastic. That's actually really good, I think. And it's sort of because there's that 3-week cooldown period, which has only got about 13 days to go. People are just easing into it. So it's kind of cool. But we have seen a nice little jump from 5.5 to 6.5. Currently today, so far, 437 million burn, which seems like a good day of burning there. Almost 500 billion Zen burn today. That seems like a bit of an uplift there. Let's go look at the charts here. We've got the average stake and term there. So you can check all the charts with about how long people are staking and stuff like that. So it's very important data here for you guys. MZN there as well. You can see a little bit of recovery. Yesterday, we jumped back from 64 billion up to 438 billion. So that's really positive. Currently on 254. So there has been an uptick in burning on MZN. That's a positive sign for Phoenix in terms of the uptake. You got daily Phoenix staking there, unique participants. You got the last 1,000 records in terms of people staking. But you can see a lot of the staking strategies by checking some of the data here. So definitely check it out. I know Crypto Bra has been doing a lot of content around Phoenix on Polygon, so definitely check out Crypto Bra, YouTuber out there too. Let's jump over to M Phoenix itself. The price there sitting at 4,000, so still at around the bottom here. Liquidity only around 12,000, down from about 33 at the beginning. So definitely low liquidity here, and that's what you're going to get. But this may uptick later. We will see. We'll see how that goes. But in terms of M Phoenix, that's been burned, 6.5 trillion burned on this so far, and the price is sort of sitting there at 4,500. It's up. Had a green day yesterday, up 26% on the 24-hour. 74k volume, 54% of the buy volume, so that's pretty good. Sitting at 101k liquidity, kind of the minimum there on the MZN on Polygon. Jumping quickly to BZN. BZN's having a green day. It is up 18%, 19%, but it's very low trade here, 8,100 over 5,800, and we've got 22k in liquidity. So you can see that really important to learn about liquidity in crypto if you're new, and of course take that into account. Jumping to Exelon. Exelon looked like it had almost a rug pull yesterday. I know that was causing a bit of alarm, but it got down to 197. So I haven't actually checked the LP. You can go check the LP, but definitely looked weird there. There's the pair there. I should be able to check the LPs on the tab there and find that. So I'm not sure what happened with that. But yeah, definitely alarming there with the hammer. Has recovered though. And we've got 20. Sometimes it's just the chart itself, like this might be deck screener, but definitely looks unusual there. And you might want to find out a bit more research on that one. Excuse me, it's 20,000 liquidity yet, down 24% on the 24-hour. So definitely Exelon there under a little bit of pressure. Remember, Exelon burns DXN to issue new Exelon. So yeah, under a lot of pressure there. We'll see what happens with that chart. The very speculative one, that one. There's Exelon on Twitter. Can't really see much about that, but you could certainly search for Exelon there as well by hashtag. Let's jump into some more bullish news here from Jack Levin and BRC20s. Obviously, this has been a big focus for them, and integrating BRC20s, the Bitcoin chain, with X1 chain, and you trying to give credit. So there's a big audio here on how that will work, 17 minutes long. I will obviously you can find that under Jack Levin, so go check that out if you want to watch that. Be a very important technical thing to listen to. Now, what we've got else going here. We've got that update. We've covered that. BRC launch party. That is on. So BRC launch party, after party. So that's on there. Listen live. You can do that. What else has we got going? All deployments after the countdown. So they were launching their new ticker on BRC20. So that's kind of cool. So they were just running up that launch there. And it was on DG Gen Energy. They launched. So let's get up to here. They're about to launch the token. Just going through here. Yeah, it was counting down the timer here, so nothing to see much here. And of course, where did we go up to here? Obviously, big impact on the chain. They launched the token there. So the token they launched, VMPX, Bitcoin blockchain is melting due to the various issues and crashing. So definitely helped VMPX. It definitely had a huge impact on the Bitcoin there as well on the BRC on Unisat. So we've got to check that out. That is the ticker they launched. So very, very bullish on that. 5 hours ago, caused huge things on Bitcoin miners getting much subsidy. Welcome to the normal. So huge fees here for the Bitcoin chain because of the BRCs, and particularly VMPX probably helped with that big time. So the launch was pretty ferocious. So kind of cool. Let's jump into some of that. 4 hours ago, VMPX there reaches 25 million market cap. So it was kind of bullish. We've got lots of updates around that. Unisat there. Let's go have a quick look on the Unisat market. 99.99% through. You can see there's still 29 million in the main pool, memory pool there, sorry. And so, yeah, almost completely gone there. Well, it has gone. 108 million has been minted. So that's what the supply was, 108 million of those. It's already been trading on the marketplace. You can go to the marketplace and find that. So pretty crazy. Looks like there's 10,589 holders. The gas prices were hideous on that mint. When I was looking at it, was 600 Satoshis, which is extremely expensive. So high cost price. Obviously, if the price comes down, people want to try and reclaim that cost plus the transaction. So very important there. You can see the big whale here, 1.19%, 1.3 million of those. And you can see them all going all the way down here. Now, the issuance, of course, was 420 limit per mint. So you could mint multiple, but 420 was the minimum amount. So if you go to the last page, page 530, you'll see some people have only minted one there. Not sure why they would do that. Makes no sense whatsoever. But lots of people minting below the 420, and that's the standard one, 420 there. So pretty crazy. Now, you can actually trade this on marketplace. So if you missed this because the gas fees were, the Satoshis were so expensive, VMPX is the market price. You'd go here, you would then go to type that in, or see VMPX, and of course you will see the price traded already. Now they've got rid of the chart, which is not helpful, but must have been lagging the site. You can see the cheapest one here. What do we got there? 6,000 units of VMPX. 435 is the cheapest SAC price. It just gets expensive as you move down. But 6,000 is going to cost you $745.67. Now, that wasn't actually cheap when they minted them. So you'd have to do a bit of math around that. Like I say, so someone minting around 600 sats for the whole lot. So it was definitely expensive there. I'm trying to think about how much that would have been. So I'm just going to take a quick guess with some quick maths. So let's say 6,000 divided by 420 is that. And I think I saw it for about $36. So that may be $514 to mint that possibly. Each one's going to be different time, but when I saw it at 600 sats, so that's probably a premium of about $140. But don't forget that when you're paying for this, but if the transaction fees are high, you could be paying a high transaction cost as well if the sats are high on the cost when you go to actually buy that. So just remember that when you're buying, if you are going to, not financial advice there. So pretty successful launch, completely sold out. And Jack pretty happy about that. So very, very cool. Unisat passes ORDI, which used to be the #1 place with 7,300 holders. That's pretty interesting. So let's have a quick look at that on the set. So we can go here, VMPX, and we can check, see who's got the most holders. Obviously, this is going to go to #1. So it's a bit of a vampire attack. ORDI has been priced very high. So we could see some really crazy prices with that. Just trying to think. Oh, BRC20, sorry. Let's go by holders. Yeah, so Vampire, or I guess Vampire X is now the #1 holders, even beating out ORDI, the first ever BRC, the ordinal token. That's crazy. So yeah, #1 there, taking dominance. Also by transactions as well. Probably looks of it. Yep, by transactions too. So that's going to give a bit of a presence there, and possibly dominate ORDI. And if you go to the marketplace, ORDI is the one that's been priced the highest. You can see it's by default here, and they have changed this around. So stay tuned for that, because we could see some change there with the Vampire there sitting down the bottom, not too far down from the top either, is it? So there we are. We already see the PUSD one that we talked about yesterday, and of course we also got X Uni as well from the first launch. So pretty crazy X Uni. So lots of things happening there by the team. I can see the X Uni is up in price too. So it's up 63%. So that's been poured up too. The other thing, of course, is so that's from Jack Levin. Big launch there, and of course they're going to be cross-pollinating that with Fair Mint, of course, Fair Launch. We have another record on Bitcoin chain. Lots of cool stuff like that. What else? What else have we got there? Lots of stuff. Obviously, the impact on Bitcoin's been huge. 1 hour ago, all minted out. So that's from Jack. After party play. They've had an after party there as well. And almost gone. It's definitely gone. We're a go. So awesome stuff there. Now, I'm not sure what this site is here. VMPX. There's the website. So they've launched a website after that. They got the supply and mint accepted by meme as well. So that's the website there. Looks pretty cool, right? Looks pretty cool. So that's kind of that. I might actually take that for the thumbnail. You'll see that again. Now, the other thing, of course, Joseph is also from the Zen.pub dashboard. He's also launched a BRC called 2Win. Now, he hasn't cited any utility to that in terms of the dashboard, but he has asked the question. But the problem that I think he's done with this tokenomics, because Joseph's absolutely amazing, of course, but the tokenomics, I think, is the problem. And if we go to that, it's 144,000, which is inspired by the biblical reference, 144,000 ascending to heaven. I'm not sure if that's exact phrasing, but definitely that number. He's got 144,000, one per wallet, and of course, Unisat there. But the problem is, it's just too low when you've got high gas prices. It's just too low. He has had 43 people mint this. but one was the wrong tokenomics. You've got to get the tokenomics right, and so you can see even with a decent number of people minting, it hasn't minted out much, and it's a long way to go. So yeah, you can't really do that. Bitcoin's too expensive to do those kind of tokenomics. You would have to have made it like 1,000 or something like that, or 10,000. Probably 1,000 at least to make it mint out, so that gets minted completely. So pretty cool. Let's have a quick look on the marketplace though, and see whether it is trading at all. Even though it's not fully minted, there's not much of it there. I suspect it's not trading, but we will see. Yeah, there's one person's got a little bit up there. So we'll see. They've got a pretty big hefty price on there. Not expecting that to trade anytime soon. So yeah, we'll see. All right, that's pretty much that. Now, obviously, if you haven't seen the Pulse Chain ticker, Pulse Chain is up, and of course, I issued that one, so you can go check that. It is completely minted out, and Pulse Chain's coming, so this could be a real mover. So stay tuned for that. Last sold there, 399 sats. So definitely something to consider is dollar PLS for Pulse Chain. It is coming very, very soon. Richard Hart said there's not much to go for that. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Man, 21 minutes. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, and I'll catch you on the next one. Phoenix is coming for Ethereum. I'll catch you then. Bye for now.